Hi everyone, we're going to make a bat puppet out of some construction paper, and this is sort of an unfinished one. He has eyes that are left over from the eyeball project, but you can make any ones that you want, and I'm going to make it out of this tan paper because it'll show up a little easier. And this one's another one. You can have the bat wings going up or down, whichever one you like, and then after you finish them, you will be able to put your hand in the top and the bottom so that you can make his little mouth move. So we're going to do that so that you can social distance and talk to each other with your little bat puppet. So these are kind of unfinished. We're going to do this one with the light paper like the first puppet I showed you, just so that it can show up better on the camera. So you need 2 pieces of construction paper. And one of them we're going to have to put to the side for right now until we're about done. This one's going to be the body of the puppet that you put your hand in. Now, in order to make it fit your hand, we're going to fold it, but not all the way. Let me make sure that you can see this. I want to leave a little bit of space over here because we're going to glue it on there. So if we don't have this, it won't glue. It'll probably still hold together, but let's not worry about that. Let's go ahead and make sure that we've got it folded over so that we'll have something to glue the paper down and still have enough room for our hands. So I'm going to go ahead and put it this way so you can see a little better. And I've got it just about to the top, and I'm folding my crease down. Now what I'll do with this one is I'll fold it over the top so it looks sort of like an envelope. So I'm just taking that little extra piece and folding it over the top. Now, to add the glue, let's go ahead and put the glue on this little piece here at the end. So take our glue stick, and you're going to be doing this with, if you're doing this in school, you're doing it with construction paper, and the glue does not like to stick, not for very long. A lot of times it likes to come loose. So we want to use a pretty good amount. I'm not pushing hard, I'm just using a lot. So I want to go ahead and do that all up and down on that little flap that we just made, that little fold. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on top of my glue so that this little piece I put the glue on is underneath. So I'm just going to lay that on top this time and put my paper on top. Should be a pretty good fit. All right, so let me go over that one more time in case you need to go over it for how to build it. I'll get some more construction paper here. I'm going to fold it over, not quite halfway the first time. And then the second time is the little piece that's left. So it looks like an envelope. Put the glue on this, lots and lots of glue on here, and then just tuck it over the top where the glue is. So you should see that you have kind of a cylinder going on once your glue is on and your pieces are together. So we'll have that for our main body. And now comes the trickier part, because that is the first part to make sure that it holds together to put your hand in. But now we've got to make sure that we've got the bat body. So we'll get ready to fold that. Make sure that you're happy with your main folds first before we do the second folds that make the mouth. Okay, so now for our second part. It doesn't really matter which side you have for your fold. You can have it tucked on the bottom. You can have it on top. That's not really the important part. What we want to do from here is to make our folds that'll make the mouth for us to put the hand in. So we want to fold it from top to bottom or far side to other far side if you want to do it that way. And give it a good crease. So this is our first one. If you did the shark puppet, you've seen this before. What we want to do is pay attention to that fold we just made here on the top. And we want to fold both of these pieces back toward that fold so that we have space for our fingers on the top and our thumb on the bottom. So we're going to fold it back towards that fold that we have on the very top. So that's one side. But now we need to do the other side. So the best way to do that is to flip it over. And I want to have that one go up. So before we do that one, I just flipped it over. I'm just making sure that those holes go back toward the fold. So that when I push down, I now have this on the back. So it looks like a little sandwich. And that way we can put our fingers in the top and our thumb in the bottom and control his mouth. So to do it again real quick, on this one here, okay, I'm going to fold it from one side to the other and leave my fold on top. So here's this first fold. Then I'm going to go back to it with this piece. And then I got to do the other side too. So the best way to do the other side is to flip it over. If I don't flip it over, I can't put my hand in it. So now I have my body of my bat. I can put my fingers in. Even without glue on this one, it still does a pretty good job. All right, so now we need to make his decorations, make him look like a bat. And the first thing that we want to do is give him some wings. So what we want to do with this is too big. So we're going to go ahead and do a long ways fold. You might have heard of these as the hot dog fold and the hamburger fold. This one's a hot dog fold. So long side to long side, just in half. And we're going to cut that fold. Don't throw your piece of paper away though, because we're going to use that for something else here in a minute. So we'll go ahead and cut that so that we have two pieces. It doesn't need to be perfect or exact or anything because we're going to cut the wings out. All right. So from here, you should have two strips of paper from your second construction paper sheet. You should also have a little white piece and a little red piece. We'll get ready to cut the wings and eyes and tongue and teeth and put them on.